Hello and welcome back to another video, guys. In this video, it's going to be something quite simple we're going to talk about. It's going to be the honest review of what I genuinely think about the X431 Pro TT. The diagnostic machine, I have been using it for roughly a year, maybe more, maybe less. And I am going to tell you the honest truth of what I think about it. And obviously, I'm going to go through some of the capabilities. Again, like I have in the previous videos, but this is just going to be a way of explaining to you guys, whether you're a pro mechanic, whether you've just started. I mean, I'll go through it. The machine itself, it is a beautiful and brilliant piece of kit. Now, I have compared this to Hotel and other manufacturers. As we can see, it's got the camera, very grippy, it's solid. I won't even worry about in terms of it breaking in that sense. Now, it has a lot of functions. Remember, I've said it from the beginning, and I will say it again. Everything comes down to the value. The value of this is, you know, around £700-ish. Something equivalent to this within the hotel world. Maybe 1,100-1,200, maybe more. Now, you have to remember, you can do a lot of things with this. There's a lot of functions, special functions, should we say. Most basic thing, you know, resetting the oil service, which is normal standard. I'm in this Audi A5 2-litre diesel, new Euro 6. It's come up with the AdBlue. Now, this brilliant piece of kit can reset this. Not only this, if you've got a DPF issue, this will do it. Many other mechanical issues in terms of, like, you know, sensors, resetting the EGR, the SU content, this will do it. And I have done many jobs with this. The reality is, I have many. You may have seen my videos for other manufacturers as well. In some cases, some of the manufacturers limit you in what you can do on their diagnostic machine. Trying to think what you're limited. So, for example, you're not able to, should we say, reset the DPF by saying it's had a new DPF in. Some manufacturers will not allow you to do this, whereas this will. Or even the AdBlue system, like resetting that, like we said, you're not able to do it with other manufacturers. It will depend on the model itself. But the reality is, I've made a lot of use out of this machine. I've been able to accomplish many things, and it's so easy to use. It's a lovely touch screen like this one. Look, we've just paired it up to the car, and we've got the remaining here, there, plugged in. It is a smooth system, and it's brilliant because you've got to understand. So it tells you the make and the model with the VIN chassis. Now, if we just did that, this is a way of doing a full scan. I'm just going to show you how easy it is. Nothing frustrating. You've got all these other options, right? This is a health report. We'll just hit it, and then we'll do a full scan. There we are. So it's going to do a full scan. Now, car for car varies, guys. If you're using a BMW, it'll probably be quicker than this in terms of, you know, going through all the fault codes. If you're using a Merc, it'll be a bit slower. Not only on this, but on all sorts of all the other manufacturers as well. But like I said, it's pretty simple. It's so nice and smooth. I mean, you've got the battery voltage there. In case you're coding in things, it will alert you to say, look, reality is it needs to be 13 plus if you're going to code in anything. So you'd have to pair the car up. But you can see how smooth it is. I'll tell you in a second how nice it is, because some of the manufacturers don't do this. So once it's completed all the diagnostic scan, in some manufacturers, it just tells you, like, you know, fault code 1 or fault code 2. There's like 2 fault codes in that sense. This will break it down in a second, like a tree branch. So let it finish. So here we are, not long left. But this does go through all the modules. Here we are. So look at that. Look how you've got this arrow. It tells you, like, without having to go through all the nonsense, in other words. Because on some manufacturers, you have to click that, go on it, read code, boom, there you are. Whereas this one, it tells you straight away. Now, coming back out of this is just a quick, like, should we say, a recap of the things it's capable of doing. Special functions, and as you can see guys, service, operation, reset service, throttle, air suspension, which obviously will not work because this car doesn't have air suspension. Battery matching, so on these cars, VAG cars, Audi, CS, Skoda, VW, you will have to code it in, otherwise it may not function as it should, or you'll get a battery warning on the screen. Transmission adaptation, if it's auto, this is manual obviously, you can code it in. DPF regen, headlamp, anti-theft function, diesel engine special function, so with this one, we'll go in there. It's about injector, DPF, the SCR, so that, you can reset that there. The limit, the mileage limit, which I will do in another video anyway. But there you are, you've got these. Coming back out, steering angle sensor, which I've seen quite a fair few cars, not just this. You can code it in if you've damaged the steering angle sensor, or you've changed the steering wheel and it needs calibrating, you can do it. Transmission we've already been through. ABS bleeding, I mean, you don't need a mechanic nowadays to, pump. This will just do it without having to go through all the hassle. Knock sensor, again, is to do with the AdBlue system. SCR, again, that is literally that on the screen. Unlock hidden features. Oh, that's amazing. I'm not going to go into detail, but you can see it offers the hidden features that this car has. Sunroof, obviously it doesn't have it, otherwise we could click on it and calibrate it. Doors and windows calibration, that's if the battery's been dead, you can do that. There's so many functions, guys. I mean, it'd be nice if you guys had one, and you'll understand what I mean once you use it on the vehicle. There is no like, oh god, I'm missing this menu or that menu. No, everything's literally built in, I promise you. There's not a single function that it doesn't come with. System selection, again, is like the same as the full scan, but you go into the engine section. So for example, engine section, transmission, whichever one you want to select. ADAS calibration as well, for those that want to know what it is. Let's have a look and see what it offers. Now that is a very rare option. Even in the hotel, you'll have to pay thousands of pounds to kind of get that option. Otherwise they don't come, not all of them come with it. So I'm just gonna select like this, see what it update. I'm not gonna go into it, but oh god, it's letting me. I've not used it for about a week or two now, because it needs to be updated, certain things. But it's quite good. I mean, even the update isn't expensive as well. It's like very cheap compared to it's around about £269 for the yearly updates. I mean, for hotel you'd be talking a good like 300-400 quid minimum. ADAS system selection, guys, see what it offers. But yeah, I mean, you got to think about that. I mean, yes, you are paying around £700, but you've got to think of the update cost as well yearly, because if you don't update it, you won't allow you to code in certain things, and that's where you kind of screw up. So like say you wanted to code in headlight, you won't let you do it. You have to have that sort of subscription. But you can see, guys, what it offers in terms of the ADAS. Like I said, this doesn't come with most diagnostic machines. You have to pay thousands, whereas you're paying very little for this one. Coming back out of this, I just want to see what else there is that I can go through. Online functions, again, I'm not going to do it. These are your online coding if you were changing certain components. Guiding functions as well, it helps you. So let's say certain codes you were struggling with, or it'll kind of guide you in that sense, which is good. So let's start. Again, update. I haven't done these in a while. These are the instructions, which you don't get with I'll be honest, I've not really come across it with other manufacturers so much, but you have it on this one. So it's a guidance if you do get stuck on certain things. I'm going to come back out of this. Okay. It's such a fast process. It's not slow, sluggish, shall we say. And it has many manufacturers. And it kind of beeps like that to tell you, don't forget your the cabling, the OBD, should we say. You've got a lot of other functions here. Service functions, these are all the things that it's capable of doing. ECU coding, air fuel system, air level, battery matching, EGR, the same as what we've just gone through, I guess, but with images. So if you get stuck, there it is. So come back out of this. What else? I'm trying to think. Well, the local diagnosis. So these are all the vehicles that it covers. Covers like many different vehicles. Honestly, vehicles that I've not even heard of. Like, I don't even know. Maybe these are Chinese or I don't know, Japanese cars. I ain't got a clue. But you've got all the American, European, Asian, Chinese, etc., etc. You can click on it, and it'll bring just a list of them country cars. Whereas I'm just going to go through it so you can all see what it can, pick. I mean, for the supercar lovers, Lamborghini, if you've got a lovely car and you want to maintain it, this will do it, guys. It just goes on and on and on. There you are. I realised, let me just see if it does have, Opel. So Opel and Vauxhall. So VW CV is like your commercial. It's brilliant. Like, you've got everything, and then purchases. I don't know. You can purchase all sorts. But yeah, you can do a lot of things, which I have done. Do a full scan, and you want to email it across, whatnot, to the owner of the vehicle. You can do that. There is a history log of the cars you've done, so you can check back with that. It is honestly a great kit, and I have used it for coding in injectors. I've used it, like I said, coding in DPF and whatnot. It really does the job. So whether you're a basic person, just started the game, honestly, it's a no-brainer. Whether you're in the game and you're high up and you're doing a lot of coding programming, again, it is a no-brainer. This does everything. Why pay so much money, like thousands, when you can pick something like this up for a lot less and does the job? I'd love to hear your guys' feedback as well in terms of what you think of the machine, because I know a lot of you has asked me in the previous videos, what's the machine called, where'd you get it? And I know a lot of you have commented as well, saying thank you, due to your videos, we've managed to get that one on what's on the video. I'd like to get your opinions, like what do you guys think as well? Like, have you had issues? I'll be honest, if you do have issues with this, you can send the feedback to the manufacturer and they will literally work on it. It's not a case of just any cowboy. No, this will literally send the feedback and they'll work on it and, sort it out in that sense, which is good. But I'd like to see what you guys think as well. If you've owned this, if you own Hotel, if you own Launch, if you own Snap-on, I'd like to get your feedback, see what you all think.